Thank you, Toastmaster. He's the only guy who's calling me having a goal. I'm so comfortable now to go back to the snacks area. What I'm going to share with you today is how you use Toastmasters to transform your life. The word transform is a slightly dicey word. Some people believe the word to the core, especially children. I remember reading this. There is this Orthodox family of 4 where still they continue the practice of putting the children to sleep or into their rooms by 7 o'clock in the evening, giving them their supper. And the parents are available for entertaining any guests who may come. On one such evening, this husband and wife have welcomed few people to their house and they are having a dinner at around 8 o'clock. Children are safely packed in the rooms. As they were having the dinner, suddenly they find their son, 8-year-old, and the daughter, 6-year-old, walking stark naked from their bedroom across the dining hall, moving slowly. These people don't know what to say. And they are all aghast with what to say, and they look at them and open up. And the children also look too, and they walk like this. They look at each other and walk like this. Finally they reach their room, close their door, and there is a big laughter from the room. And the boy is telling the girl, see, I told you when you apply vanishing cream, they cannot see us. Right? They believe vanishing cream will make them really vanish. Transformation is one such word. If you believe seriously, it can happen to you. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. To understand this little more from our real life, I need a volunteer, preferably a female. Shivanika.
No vanishing cream, right?
More restrictive. For this. Can look at this so that we can face each other as well.
Okay.
We are going to share with you some dialogue which is generally shared between a boy and a girl before marriage. Right? Right? Where will you see?
Okay.
See, no confusion. Yes, at last. It was so hard to wait.
Do you want me to leave?
No, don't ever think about it.
Do you love me?
Of course, over and over.
Have you cheated on me?
No, why are you even asking the question?
Will you kiss me?
Every chance I get.
Will you hit me?
Are you crazy? I'm not that kind of person.
Can I trust you?
Yes,
Darling.
this is what happens before marriage. Think about it after marriage. Let's go it in the reverse. The transformation happens after marriage.
I can start from the back. Okay, darling.
Yes?
Can I trust you?
Are you crazy?
Will you hit me?
Every chance I get.
Will you kiss me?
Oh, why are you even asking me that question?
Have you ever cheated on me?
Of course, over and over.
Do you love me?
No, don't even think about it.
Do you want me to leave?
Yes, at last, it was so hard to wait. Thank you. Transformation can happen also like this. But what happens when you walk into Toastmasters? When you walk into Toastmasters, something definitely transforms you. Let me recall Ramesh as a person before he walked into Toastmasters. If you have met Ramesh and told him, you are not speaking right, what you say is absolutely wrong, Ramesh should have answered, maybe you don't understand it properly. Go back and check the records and data. Maybe then you will see what I am saying. It's a question of capability to understand. This is what Ramesh would have answered if somebody points a fault at what he has done. Many times, to ensure that he wins an argument, he may be right, but he will leave people either hurt, sad or dejected after winning the argument. No sense of time when he starts speaking. So many ideas, he doesn't know how to pick one single idea and potentially put it in a form which will make meaning to the listeners. Example is when I walked into Toastmasters as a guest, the topic given to me was, most people will go here. Why is a boxing ring square? And I stood for full 2 minutes looking at the table topic manosphere and very boldly sat again. So many ideas, I couldn't pick even one idea. It's a simple question, why is a boxing ring square? And I struggled to answer this question. Never able to differentiate between a reader and a listener. So what you speak and what you read can be two different aspects which was not part of my understanding at that point of time. Never accept feedback because people may be always wrong. This was one of the beliefs operating in Ramesh before he walked into Toastmasters. After walking into Toastmasters, what happened? Slowly things started growing on me, except me everything grew. I was assigned a mentor, and this mentor was always looking at things from a point of making it understandable to the backbencher. And I am one way, will be always cerebral, read a book, understand it and present it the way I have understood. So when I go for mentoring to this person, he looks at the script, reads it once or twice and says, wonderful script, but can you tell me what it is all about? Okay? And I feel as if somebody has slapped me hard. I don't know what this is. I was about to do it. And I felt at that moment of time, can I walk out of this place? If I walk out of this place, I don't know what will be the consequences of walking out. But I remember my mentor saying, it is not about you saying what you want to. If you can say something and the last person in the order of understanding or competency to understand can understand what you say, that is a success for you. And that's a challenge. If you can take it, you can take it. This is what my mentor said on seeing my project 3. It was on self-fulfilling prophecy. And since it was a challenge, it was challenging me. So I took it as a challenge and worked with them, corrected the speech in a way which is palatable to the person, an average listener, and made it meaningful to them. That day, when I gave the speech and walked out of the lectern, I felt so happy that I made meaning to some person. And every time I walk to this mentor, it won't be a very comfortable time for me. Either it will be early morning or it will be late. Right? So it will be always something which you need to stretch yourself to get mentored. So mentoring as a process and mentee being me made me a little humble in listening to somebody over a period of time. And now, if at all I think about speaking something, I first pick up the phone and speak to them. And check with them, is it okay if I speak like this? They say, okay, but check it out, these are the areas you can look at it. Some of the suggestions in the field. So it has become a practice for me to pick up a phone and seek somebody's input on what I am going to speak. As I completed my project 6, I was assigned a mentee in the form of Ram Gopal. Right? Ram Gopal is an replica of me, stubborn to the core. He won't change once he decides what he wants to say. That's the sort of person he is. If he writes something, that is what will come in a speech. You correct him, nothing like that. You will say everything, strike it out, remove take a fresh set of paper, write new as you have said, and come back and give what he wrote first. So working with him made me to give him space, accept him for what he is, and slowly change him. The course changing for him is like a river changing its course when it's not in full force. Small rocks here, small trees there, will change the course of the river, but finally it will go through a path which was meaningful to all of us. So that made me to be patient when you are working with a vendor. Writing a speech, editing a speech, making a point supported by a story, and having a single line objective, these are some of the things which we got as part of Toastmasters. Explicit things, if you ask me the benefits I have got, it is about presenting your ideas, writing your speech, getting mentored or accepting somebody as your mentee. These are explicit benefits you may get. But the implicit benefits, what you get is the maturity to accept feedback from somebody. The maturity to give feedback to somebody. These are some of the things which you get over a period of time. Before I share further what is that which I underwent as part of Toastmasters, I would like to form two groups. Two groups of maybe 5 or 6 each. There is no specific number. How many people are there? 4, 7, 9, 15, 17 are there. I leave the GO, so it will be 16. G can observe this process also in his evaluation. So I would like to form a group of 8. Can you just go back to each other? You can face each other. Group of 8. Fast. There are 2 tasks for you. Each task
5, 6.
Okay, 3 plus 6 plus 2, 8, the balance is only 8. So, 2 tasks. The first task will be okay. Toastmasters basically, I like all Toastmasters, she can be when you share she can be. As Toastmasters, write 3 distinct qualities of you before joining it. And you have supporting data to identify that distinct quality of you, which you feel when you look back now, that was not very comfortable. Right? 3 distinct qualities of you before joining Toastmasters. Have some supporting data or experience for that. Right? You can think about it and jot it down and share it. Right? Start writing individually first. Jot it down, think about it or write about it individually. Then you can share 3 distinct. If you don't find 3, 1 is also fine. The time starts now.
Only before.
Yeah, before joining Toastmasters. Think of the supporting that. Because when you share, it's a quality, it tells the listener what it means. Right? Only by supporting that. Two minutes more, 3 more minutes. who are not postmasters can think about before marriage and after marriage. What was that quality before marriage we didn't like? Which one? You can give some data. Because marriage is also a process. You mature in this process, right? Finished? No. Finished? Okay. What he feels uncomfortable. So now, if you're finished, you can start sharing. What is that quality and data? This team, have you finished? Time is up. Even if you have written one, is fine. You can jot down the other two when you go back home and think about it and share. There you go. Finished? Okay. Now I want you to share one quality each. You have written three. If you have time, I want you to share one quality each as one cycle. If you have time, we can go through the second one. Okay. Just share one quality, one attitude you feel. You can start sharing. That with the amongst you. One example. Start with one. Let everybody say one. Then if you have time, we'll go for one more. So that everybody gets a chance to go.
No, I have to
Start from one more to look outside. If you have time, we'll go for one.
now you are at the same.
Especially being enthusiastic undermine everything. Everything. Especially to make it clear from a business perspective. I was from those countries. The point of making every day, okay, this is you're not focused. Enthusiastic about everything.
Let's time also. Maybe a minute or two.
I was very good postmaster. I get my, I cannot see.
It doesn't matter.
Before I joined those master made the aircraft service on ground. Each time nice change. And basically the second view I had given last security speech. Any kind of it's like stepping with the old shoes. House is working. I used to I was not afraid of doing it. Good taste after I got the postmaster.
Let's all take 1 minute.
I wouldn't care about this while I come on stage. I would not empathize. To me, grief was something like the walk to something stopping. I thought you're confident about it. It's just something I thought it was a waste of time. Hard. Until I keep understand there's more I could actually get into the shoes of this.
It was so bad that I forgot Mr. Prashant's last name. And what I did is president.
For me, I think one of the key things I'm still trying to learn is to be a good listener. Because I still have, or I used to have the tendency of interrupting people, prompting them for the words when they're searching for words. When somebody is searching for a word, I will think what word he is trying to say. Yeah, but still, I think I should not do that. Let him struggle and find out the word, because maybe the word he has and what I have could be definitely different. I know.
That's the reason even when now when I go to those topics,
Okay.
I'm very difficult to pick out one idea.
I had difficulty in accepting criticism. I thought I presented my ideas very clearly, and if you didn't understand, you were not smart. Okay? The transformation has come is, I believe when I say something to you, I must have an objective in my mind what I'm trying to get. And if I'm not able to get that objective, it's not your fault, it's my fault.
We call the three institutions which internal process. Remember we call him as Goenka.
It's not just started listening. I've started listening to the important areas or the concerns of that particular person, which makes difference to him. Listening is really very difficult. That's what I feel. It is much more difficult than expressing your ideas, your thoughts. Because you are in a position where you are listening to somebody which might put you in an uncomfortable situation, or these are all the challenges which I am facing. Basically, I am listening to those ideas which is important to them, which can make difference to them. Then try to address them or talk to them on the same line. This is what I have not done. After doing my listening skills are about
I think for me, the first thing that really struck me was when I hosted as a guest. I did not know what Toastmasters was. My aim goal was to just come here and become a speaker. So when I started hearing all the speeches, my first reaction was, why am I listening to all these people who are maybe like not good speakers? Because I expected perfection. I just thought everybody here speaks amazingly well and just coming to a lunch. I didn't know that everybody is going through their own journey, that they are going through a set on a set. So the first presentation just completely put me off, and I didn't even want to come back. Then my husband came back, and then slowly I started to understand that it's more of a community where we're learning from each other, rather than it's not you getting something. It is learning as a community. So I think that is what I've really taken away from this is you don't want them to just take it, you also give.
Next one. Let's all take one minute. No, he's the observer.
I was surprised.
Okay, let's include him. Come on in, come on.
I had a fear that I was if someone calls for me. Suddenly, I was afraid if someone calls for me.
He will come.
The table topics are in my leader suppression, like a keynote. I give a feedback. It's like a sudden invitation. Really afraid. It's like a table topic.
You have overcome that now.
Now it could be not for years. At least 1, 2, 3, that introduction, body, and the conclusion are going in that format.
Great.
People are listening to it, especially friends. When I was in college, I was the kind of guy who was always sitting and ask me to read sometimes new scenes and this. All of a sudden, whenever I see in the earlier, when I put something, some code, I first with the others used to say, what all this thing. Now, same people, when I like something, they come up with a positive because I'm just giving my example. And they take, in turn, they feel that work is for me. Just because of this many people, they want to give some presentations in colleges, in their companies. And then they help from them to prepare the slides. And some of the seniors too, they give you a concise answer. And this is something that I'm in college. Nobody has ever expected. And I will transform this stage.
Okay, let's take 1 minute.
Basically, I am.
Second round?
Can you hear it loud and clear?
Basically, I used to
Because
take
you're going to
notes.
just-
Whatever I am
Next time.
getting from
Let's
a
see
reason,
here this
or
question.
reading
They will not
some.
come to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, then he has got it home.
Okay, okay.
I used to take notes, short notes, whatever somebody is saying.
Yeah.
Or whatever I am reading from your places. Or I learn from my own, I used to take notes. Questions from 10 books. Each book, I used to make a diary for maybe notes of
You want to share one?
Yes. Right now I need just 80 words, for example, for a single word. Whenever before I am going for a just coming here, it's my knowledge. Not on the short notes, whatever I am getting good information or whatever I am doing. This is
I was never a team leader. Never a team manager, but I was a loner. I was a manager. It hurt my mind. So
Just note down what-
get something done, I'll go ahead. If you accept it, I will do it. Also,
You
you
don't say
are
like,
not my friend.
just summarize.
The moment I came here, I saw that people want to groups. There was also understanding. Accept it. Because I learned to accept other people. I found that I was also accepting. The impulsiveness gave me
Yeah, I think this problem I still have. Difficult to convey a message in short. A lot of people come to me, they think I am expert in finance. They come and ask. So I give them half an hour lecture. At the end of the day, they get confused. So I am still trying to work on that to make it easy to understand. I understand it, but still conveying it, I'm still come somewhere, but it's not.
Making it easy is difficult.
Yes.
I had the same problem staying within time and I'm still struggling with it. But the more important thing is that I used to deviate when I would start talking, even in the speeches. I couldn't focus on just one item. You don't understand. Like Ganesh said, you have to have one line message. What are you trying to say? Should fit in one line. And that I'm rather than giving speeches, I like to say it in stories. Previously, I would give speeches, lectures, preaching, and people would get bored.
The second thing is that I've started giving space to other people. Rather, I should say that I've started accepting them the way they are. Previously, I was not doing that because I had my views and I was operating from a point where I thought my views were reality. That is not the case.
Maybe you are highway.
Yeah. Or by way. So that has changed. That perspective has changed. It's very interesting to listen to all their ideas, interests from a different perspective. I have learned a lot, especially in mentoring people.
Yes, it's a bit because
I was not able to digest the negative feelings, no one able to digest it. Who is this?
beautiful, very well.
I think it's sad. They're not able to digest the.
Now you're able to chew it.
No, actually, I think it's even harder to get negative feedback from your spouse. And I realized that I'm not going to ask my husband to look at my speeches till I'm ready to give it. Because I take it very personally, so it's always better to have a mentor who is not related to it, because then you don't take it too personally.
And that's what I learned in this room as a counselor. Don't try to counsel your family, friends, or neighbors.
Now, I want one of you to, you all listen to each other, right? One of you to summarize what everybody said. Just one line. Don't try to get into detail, just a summary of it. Let's see how much you have listened.
Mr. Kumar, do you want to summarize everybody? What
Somebody
everybody said?
can summarize and share it. You need not attach names to it. You need not attach data to it. Just what is that point. If you can think about that and share it, we'll invite you. If you forget something, they will pitch in and share.
Okay, over there, not over here.
No.
All right.